Thank you. Thank you. What is your feeling about the condition of black people here in the United States?
I feel like black people should develop themselves, you know, not necessarily develop yourself having a prejudice thing to it. It's just that we are people with our own history and culture. We can educate ourselves. I mean, we are the first creators. So we have to really, everything we see on this earth, yeah, the black man make it. And I'm saying that the white man don't make some, but all wisdom come from the black man.
You might make money out of your music?
Money?
What is that?
How much is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
I would like a nice life.
What do you mean rich? What do you mean?
A nice
you have a lot of
house.
possessions? A lot of
A
money in
good
the
wife.
bank?
Position make you rich?
Family.
I don't have that type of richness.
Build all
My
that
richness
stuff.
is life forever.
What is reggae music?
Reggae music is a music that I create. Yeah, that means I and I. Not me and you, I and I. That means I and I. Out of the same heart that comes from. Now this music deal with a reality.
Reality.
The other half that has never yet been told, you know. The youth them tell it through music and them choose reggae music. I use it to do that type of telling there.
What is that man? So call himself Rasta.
I'm confident. Well, one thing is what you do have to do.
Right. What you do have to do.
They don't hate and they don't really, you know, consider it yourself because inside yourself is a truth.
See.
Which is God.
True.
And if you're going to do something, you do it for the benefit of righteousness.
See.
You know, because in this world right now, people scatter, plenty people scatter. So a man who know I deal with Rastafari. His name himself enough there. So you know, when you have to do is listen to himself.
Sure.
And when you have to do is obey false business.
See.
You know. Because we want identity for our people. We want identity.
Sure.
We want better living. We want identity, you know.
Better living.
And identity is strength.
See.
Identity.
And if we keep on fighting against one another, then we will be weak. Because in this world where there's millions of people, I don't only have 46 good brethren.
See.
I have 46
friends of you.
good brethren.
Friends of you.
So, you know, unity.
See.
So I want identity.
See. What get with a situation like you sing on track or film Bravo in South Africa?
Yeah, because, you know, this black people, our people, Rasta people,
Rasta.
is a people.
See.
These are
And we
people.
have something. If we got to fight, we must fight for Marcus Garvey Revolution.
See.
I still say revolution.
See.
You know what I mean? Because it's a waste for life, really. To a kind of survival in a different sense, which is that is not real survival. Because survival is not a self-survival. Survival is your people survival. Like Marcus Garvey wanting people to survive.
See.
And why the Selassie still there today, and I couldn't do some Rastafari is why I must deal with.
See.
Because you couldn't deal with anything else, which is abomination, you know.
See.
See.
Because Rastafari is fine now.
See.
You born as a Rasta?
Yeah, you know, I was born, you know, and then born and outgrowing. There was a certain amount of consciousness in myself that, you know, it was always alone in the world, not finding people who might think like me, you know.
Yeah.
Not to say that I think so different, but because this consciousness about God and the people who come from is more Christian, you know. We always try to do, like, try to stand up on the right. But we used to find out now that one church quarreling against the next church, and I figure I never want any of that, you know. I never want to really enter anything where this one fight against that one and everybody talking about
No
God
fuss,
still.
no fight.
So if I'm going on, I'm coming up, you know.
No worries.
The thing that was there getting more stronger, come to Kingston, need some more people. Them people is Rasta. You talk to them, find out it's the same thing by Abbensetts. It's the same thing.
How old were you when this started to happen?
This is about 17, 18, you know. I find out that the same thing where I deal with is the same thing where the Rasta man talk about. So that is how I could identify myself as a Rasta. By not changing, you know.
The Rastafarians, they see the black people of Jamaica as sort of in exile, sort of like in a Babylon.
Yeah, we say, man, we say, it's true. That is not even that we see ourselves as that, but that is what it is. Because, as you know, that history was taken away from Africa, slaves to the West Indies, to America, to anywhere. You understand? So that is natural that we are here now. No, we was taken from Africa, slaves, we're Africans. Now you come to Jamaica and then take it to Jamaica, and today you must be Jamaicans or Americans. No, we refuse to be that. We are Africans. You know? And now, if we want to, if we say, well, should the black people alone survive, or should the Indians or Chinese alone survive? Then you just say, no, that is why Christ will return in a new name, and the new name is Rastafari, and to all people. You know, God, this is where I deal about God, the Creator. You know, in a simple way.
You know, a lot of people are confused about what a Rasta really is and have a very negative image of the Rasta. Tell us what a Rasta is.
See, Christ promised that he will return within 2,000 years, you know, and he said when he come, he will be the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah, through the lineage of King Solomon and King David. Now, my life has great meaning to me, so I really search to find out if God is here. And I search, I looking at Ethiopia, I look all about, looking at Germany, you know, because we're not prejudiced. We look for God. We're looking at Ethiopia, and I say, one man stand up with these names, Emperor Haile Selassie, name King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of Judah, through the lineage of King Solomon and King David, written in the Bible. And one of my things is that the Bible, let me say that King James edited the Bible. Now, my understanding is that if King James edited the Bible, I don't think he will edit it for the benefit of black people. So when the revelation turned out that Haile Selassie is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, coming straight through the lineage of King Solomon and King David, then, you know, we really know that this is a Christ return. Because we know in this world, yeah, when the white man edited it, he wouldn't edit it in our behalf. You know, England will edit it to make it look like England going to be the big thing. But in the last days, they proved that is Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, you know, and Haile Selassie's name is Rasta. So we are called Rastas, you know, called by his name. And then it's a lot of things. But as far as saying, him say when he return and you call upon him, now this is God. Him say when he return and you call upon him, your mother and your father will forsake you. Now, we know that if you call upon the Catholics, them embrace you. If you call upon the Church of God, them embrace you. Any religion you call upon, you might get embraced. The only religion they push you off from is Rasta. But that does make the truth more real, because them say, when you call upon my name, your mother and your father will forsake you. And that is why today here Rasta gets so much bad name. It's not because Rasta did anything bad, but it's because all the prophecy go there. If your mother and your father will forsake you, just imagine people who don't know you. You know what I mean?
Well, in most religions, you go to church on Sunday, and you may go to a Bible class once or twice during the week, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is it pretty much basically the same in Rasta, or is it more involved?
No, when we say that the man is the church. The Bible is there. But what you find out now is that a lot of people read the Bible, but they don't understand the Bible, because the approach to the Bible is wrong. I mean, there's no way you can read a book. You just take up a book and just read it in the middle and figure you can find out what was happening from the beginning to the middle. The Bible is a whole book with a whole tradition in it. And from the read to Genesis to Revelation, the whole truth and the whole straight road the understanding is there. You know, so it's not the same then we just go church and do like the other Christian. We know that the man is a church, you know. Because see, you just can't overthrow the truth. You know, we, our people, our roots. When we search for it, we find it in a Rasta. Because we don't see, there's no other way, we don't see no other way. It's Rasta we find the roots. You know?
Really. In November 1930, almost 49 years ago to the day, Rastafari was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Haile Selassie, King of Ethiopia. In 1955, 25 years later, the emperor set aside 500 acres of land for black peoples of the West who wished to return to the motherland. Now my question is, what importance should these facts have for black people of the world?
What important facts is these things that black people of the world? First fact is that the motherland of Africa, right? Next fact is that Christ. No, the whole thing is when Christ then returned as King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Judah. And I see His Majesty as the Christ, the Bible talks. The Rastafari movement started at the same time when you see His Majesty come. King of Kings, the name Rastafari. Yes. That's when the Bible revealed the whole thing get together. Yeah. See, Rome fighting him. Rome is fighting to set up Rome. So Rome become a symbol in everyone's imagination and sense. Instead of Ethiopia. Now Addis Ababa, which the reality, not the follow. The real thing come from before men get idea so things like this could happen. You know, that's where the root had come. Rastafari and God, you know. See, you know, there's God born people in the spirit. My God died people. See? My God died people. So, this is the struggle we have. Because God not partial. God black. See? God black. And he's not partial. And I'm a God for the China man. And I'm a God for the Indian. And I'm a God for the white man. And I'm a God for the black man. You know? The only place in Africa that never been colonized is Ethiopia. Ever since. So if Africa gonna unite, we must unite towards His Majesty. You know, that ideology of His Majesty. So the whole thing I deal with is to show the people the truth. It's the first natural way of living for man to take power to himself. Rasta way. For man join anything. Free heart, Rasta. So we talk about African struggle. You see, you know Jamaica. You know all Jamaica and how black people is Jamaica. But you know how the history of that. The history is through slavery. So in Jamaica, they talk about Africa. In Jamaica, when you're in the West and you speak of Africa, like maybe 7 years ago, it was terrible. You know that? You know, you could even talk to one black man about Africa and tell him not deal with Africa. Yeah. They're not fighting for Africa, man. You know, His Majesty. If it wasn't for Haile Selassie, there wouldn't be no Africa. It would have been Europe. I'm not changing name so much, you not know Ethiopia. See? So I'm not talking about revolution. No, I'm telling you, the revolution must, if they want to win the revolution, they must win it with Rasta. You can't win no other way. Because if you win other way, you have to fight again. When you Rasta win, there's no more war. That's why you end up all wars. Cause of war, get out that. The root of the problem. If you study the lyrics to the song War, you see what His Majesty had to say about it. Yeah. And if you can base your life on that philosophy, then you become a Rasta. Base your life on that philosophy, then you become a Rasta.
I have a question directed to Neville. All right, you came here. Were you a Rasta when you were at UCLA, or did you? I mean, how did you come to be in this movement?
True reality. Like, as a black man, always viewing black in a cultural way, searching for the true way. Like, when I was here, I was in the Black Panther Party. I was marching up and down with Angela Davis. I was here during that time when black Americans was really dealing with something. Their voices were being heard. Like, it trying to change now. So at that time, like, you had to be militant to survive. You know, you much talk about human rights. It was a struggle. But the struggle is still on. There's no real change being made. So, coming here, right, I find Rasta fully when I really leave here and return home. After checking out Babylon and really seeing what the university and the world have to offer. When I return home and I come here and check with me, God is the best answer than materialism, so I choose God me. But it's an inbound concept. Rasta, you find Rasta through searching for the truth. One truth. There's just one truth you can't find. That answers your question.
I'd like to ask you about the woman's position in the movement. I mean, do you have a lot of input, or do you feel like you're more domestic? Is that your input?
Well, in the beginning, the woman has always been the domestic one. She's the one that takes care of the children and takes care of her husband. But we find that we have talent and we have a work to do. So apart from taking care of children and taking care of the house, we have to fulfill that talent that God has given to us. Like us being on the road now, you know, as sisters, we leave our children behind and it's fulfilling our talent.
Okay, thank you.
You become a Rasta automatically when you discover yourself, when you find what you're living for and what man's purpose is on this earth, you know, and start living in that direction, then you become a Rasta.
Well, who are some of your influences?
Well, I think my biggest influence is Marcus Garvey as Selassie. Sure.
From what you heard coming up as a boy about Garvey, or what you've learned now that you're grown, or what?
What I hear, what I read, you know, and what you know about him.
Did you learn much about Garvey in school?
No. Yes, they don't teach. It's the education that we don't get in school, you know. We don't get that type of education that when we grow up we can know who he is. We get a more education that we might know who Christopher Columbus is, how Marco Polo is, you know. But we never really know who Marcus Garvey is, who Haile Selassie is, how any black man is.
You said that Marcus Garvey has a lot to us within the movement.
Marcus Garvey is a prophet, man. Marcus Garvey tell them we must look to the east for the king. When the king come, 1930s Majesty. Come, you know, and I see him. From them time, that this could have come, that's I could have come know him at this time. Marcus Garvey, you know, up till now Marcus Garvey prophecy go on forever. You know, because a lot of things Marcus Garvey said, and a lot of it come to pass. Some still live and everyone see it. Meaning get more stronger, you know, in reality. As everything I'm saying them time happened today, and everyone see it happening. Well played.
And you believe Haile Selassie will return?
Well, Haile Selassie is here because I did this now. The man who invented capitalism, where is he?
You tell me.
I don't know. Neither the man who invent the next thing, or the next thing, or the next thing. You dig? So the teaching of His Majesty is a truth towards mankind. It's not, it don't make war or nothing. It's a teaching, you know. No, this is a teaching, right? As someone who set the example, one must follow and one must live. And His Majesty is the only one, and the perfect one who do it.
What about
So is not a sense as several then looking for a man to praise him as God, but is a teaching and who said the right things? Because him say until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, you know. That mean, who when I say that, I mean this man right. So when I check him now, finds says God has said these things in truth to life. And he's the next one, you know. Because the next one will show you truth to life. And the next one, you know, Rastafari, which is a creator.
Rastafarianism is very popular in Jamaica, yet in Canada and the United States it has a bad reputation. People are associated with drugs and the trafficking of marijuana and violence, police arrests.
And crucified Christ, remember? Christ was a Christian and then crucified Christ, saying is not what it is.
But let's go back to the facts. People have been arrested. The Rastafarians in Toronto, for example, have a very bad reputation.
I wouldn't say that the Rastafarians have a bad reputation. I would say people give the Rastafarians bad reputation because the Rastafarians, all of these things happening before the Rastafarians even start coming to Canada anyway around here.
But the things that are very obvious are things like the way you look, right? To most people who are very conservative in dress, you look quite strange. Plus the fact that you advocate smoking marijuana.
Yes, could they tell God that it's not legal?
No, but
they couldn't tell God that it's not legal.
You have a very strong religious belief, but other people don't necessarily share that. And what they see are the obvious things. And isn't it, in fact, true that many Jamaican people get involved in the trafficking of marijuana and therefore get the bad reputation associated with Rastafarians?
People get trafficking. You see, I don't really know anything about those parts of life. All I know about is Rastafari, and try bringing this truth to the people. What do people do with their life? I don't really know about that. I know about my own.
Okay, what is your own? What's your music to you?
The music to me. The music is more than music to me. It goes further than music, It goes I don't know it further than music.
But you used it as a strong message. Words like a hungry man is an angry man.
The music used me.
Reggae music is seen to be, well, it is the outlet for all the frustration that the oppressed people of Jamaica experience. But yet at the same time, reggae has a real easy beat, and a lot of the lyrics are, forget your troubles, just be happy, exist. How can you how can you how can you do that?
Because you have to dance to jam music. It's the whole thing is what's in your head, But we say, forget your troubles and dance, man. Dance to jam music, get your culture. From your culture, then we move to progress.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what you want to do, dance to jam music. That means, in a sense, it's dancing to jam music, but it's educate yourself culturally towards His Majesty, Rasta, It's not just dance. It's get this dance to jam music.
Mm-hmm.
And you can walk, talk, talk, run, do anything, way. It's like, do it your way, just do it your way. It is the righteous way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dance a righteous dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is the music say, get to black and white oppressors, to all oppressors. I deal with human beings. I deal with the purpose why God created man in the first place. And no man should live. And we, these people, want to live like how God said man should live. And through reggae music, we convey our message because it's a lot of people not living that way. That them don't want to live that way, but they're forced to live that way. So the music come to change, reggae music is a music created by Rasta people. And it carry earth force, people rhythm, like people. There's a rhythm of people working, people moving, It's necessary to understand the lyrics, It have meaning to it, But because some people understand the words, Some people never go through them situations, But the drugs of the world suffer, masses of the people suffer, and this music comes from the masses of the people. It don't really come from up class.
Do you see that through these cultural activities, is that the best way to reach people in your opinion?
I am not trying to reach people. I am what I am.
Mm-hmm.
See? And there's a lot more people like me out there, which is my people. So I'm not trying to reach a strange people. The people that I'm reaching is my own people. Mm-hmm. We all know the same thing. We come in this time as our people. It's not nobody else's people, but our people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So really.
Well, thanks.
So when we come out in the world to strangers, it's not strangers. We might never see one another for a long while, but it's our people. That means I have knowledge for myself, because we didn't get that knowledge from tell me that I mustn't smoke herb. But my knowledge tell me I must smoke herb. So herb is good, you know what I mean? And what herb do you know? Herb is the healing of the nation.
It's the what?
Healing of the nation. Bring your heads together. That means we can think one way. No, check it.
Think of more people.
If we are smoking herb, we're supposed to think one way. Right? Because we are doing the same thing. Now, this is the thing about it. Now, if we are supposed to one think like how we think, then I mean, everything would have cool, because we don't say war. We say peace and love, and we want the cleanliness out of life. Right of freedom, I mean, what can happen? When I smoke some herb, it would be cool, you know what I mean? Because herb, you never find a man smoke herb and crash out in the street. You mostly find a man who drunk, drive and chew junk in alcohol. Him figure say him have control of himself, but him don't have it, right? But herb make you control yourself. Herb make you wouldn't do bad things. No man can tell us him smoke herb and make him do bad things. Herb make you be calm. That's why them say in those time the lions shall eat grass. Because I and I are the lion and we smoke the herb, that means we become cool. Because I can just imagine if we drink and still believe the way all we believe. I mean, you know, it would have bloody. You understand?
Yeah, that's not good.
Cool, you know what I mean? Can't do it. Can't take it.
A lot of Africans that come from different parts of the world, whether born on the continent or not, come to America and they look at so-called Black Americans, and a lot of us seem to be hung up into materialism, Hollywood, and things like this. How do you view the Black American in terms of making contributions to the revolution?
Marcus Garvey come to America and get over 6 million black people already. So as black people in America as one of His Majesty Army when he came out of the West. Yeah. So, you know, you might find one and two kind of, but you have a lot of them started. Wait for the right time.
I'm going to wait to create. I'm going for the Africans, Black Americans. Africans is what I would try. And this is your
unequivocally rejected the racist assumption of much white American Christianity, namely that God had created the black man inferior and that he had intended Negroes to be a servant class used as wooden drawers of water. Well, I predicated my view of man on the doctrine of Imago Dei. All men, regardless of color, are created in the image of God. Now, from this premise followed the equality of all men and the brotherhood of all men. The biblical injunction of Acts 17:26 reminds us that he created of one blood all nations of men that dwell on the face of the earth. I was most interested in brotherhood within his own race. Because if Negroes are created in God's image and Negroes are black, then God must in some sense be black. If the white man has the idea of a white God, let him worship his God as he desires. We have found a new ideal. Because whilst our God has no color, and yet it is human to see everything through one's own spectacles, and since the white people have seen their God through their white spectacles, we have only now started to see our God through our own. For we believe in the God of Ethiopia, the everlasting God, God of Father, God of Son, God of Holy Ghost, the one God of all ages. That is the God in whom we believe, but we shall worship him through the spectacles of Ethiopia. For 250 years, we have struggled under the burden and rigors of slavery. We were maimed, we were brutalized, we were ravaged in every way. We are men. We have hopes, we have passions, we have feelings, we have desires just like any other race. The cry is raised all over the world of Canada for the Canadians, of America for the Americans, of England for the English, of France for the French, of Germany for the Germans. Do you think it unreasonable that we, the blacks of the world, should raise the cry of Africa for the Africans?
He became a slave. He grew into freedom. Now, the white person has always been living his normal life, his normal growth ever since, right? The black man now getting his freedom. He's trying so hard to balance with the white man. He's trying to prove that he's just as good, he's just as all that. So he's looking so far away from Rasta in the opposite direction, right? The white people now, they have already experienced middle class, this middle class, that. Yeah. So they know what's happening in the world. So they have time to really go and check out the Rasta saying. They can really, they see a lot more, to me, a lot more white people have understood or been attracted to Rasta than blacks in America, you know?
On your new album, Legacy, you talk about the Babylon system.
Yes.
What do you see the Babylon system as?
The Babylon system is a vampire, deceiving the people day by day, building church and university. Because now, when you check the church now, the Bible is there. The Bible reveals that when Christ comes, he will be the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, right? Now, when we look out, we say, Haile Selassie. Now, when we check the school now, the school don't teach the people of the natural history and the origin of where mankind come from. They will tell you about the history of America, the history of Jamaica. What about the history of the people from the beginning? I'm trying to tell you that people come from monkey. How come monkey don't change no more? You know what I mean? This is things that I deal with, that the people is God creation. And I find that people simple because you educate someone and you send them out and, you know what I mean, then becomes like just
isolation.
Yeah, it's very, very tricky. You have to be yourself, you know.
Well, is that sort of the message that you're trying to send to black people in America?
This is a message that the black people, no, this is a message that the people have. This is a message that the people of today have, you know. This is a generation that seek God. That's why when we come today, we don't come with color prejudice because, you know, we don't deal with that. We deal with this is a generation that seek God, these people. You know, this is just a time. It's a hard people thing. This is a generation that seek God. But we must all realize that now, that the black man get the gift of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The white man get the gift of technology. The man from Asia get the gift of wealth, you know, Highland and all them things. Right? So if the black people is not united, then the white man is useless. Because there is no unity to give him a direction. All of them go to a folly and create all sort of thing because there is the root where we get the knowledge from. It is not united. That means the earth government, which is Christ's government, our actual over the natural things we men do. Because when a guy would encourage a scientist for try and make a couple of spacecraft go to the moon, you know. Not Christ's government, if I tell you, better we make a couple more houses, I better we try and plant some more food and get the earth people in living condition. See, God is good, you know. So when man try to turn God and become a devil, God is God, alright. So it's when a man try to become God and become a devil. Not fight against God. So, wickedness is not the will of God, but it's the will of men. The devil do them things. Because if you follow the ways of God, everything is righteous. Man just trying to know himself. You have to unite with His Majesty. Forget Africa, to name Ethiopia again. As easy as that. Because when they name Ethiopia, man start coming and capture. And we them capture and just capture, unite them capture and call it Africa. But one never capture, still name Ethiopia, that means it's like a man of the herb, you know, but not take it away. But it's, when you leave with, is it name herb still? You know? And if they understand this and call it something else. So the only way Africa can name Ethiopia again is that the Africans have a unite for the Ethiopia. The ways of His Majesty, not the ways of Russia, not America. No socialism, no communism, no capitalism. Africans, you know. Christ. This is where God come from, you know. And God we are dealing, you know. Sometimes, you know, you broke it down like a man. But our God is really everything we really see and discuss God. You know? God is God. Stuff alright.
Today and in the past, the media has always presented leaders to us and have told us this is our leader. Do you see any blacks in the world today who you could truly say are real leaders for black people?
The leader has come already, man. And the leader won't be a man in a sense, like a man will come and say he's a leader. Truth, Haile Selassie is a leader. You want the island to know, develop itself towards that direction. And I am a leader already. Or no leader. See, it's a rule, it's a government church. It's a government thing, it's not really. And it, you know the history of Ethiopia. And went from the beginning. There's a little thing there. You know? So it's better for happen. We have to keep it. So His Majesty said that's what we have to agree with. Because any man come in any leadership business, he will have, I think, a position. So we are dealing with the truth, true roots, true revelation, or reveal the truth. So you don't have a leader. Leaders deal with the truth. We have people who make moves, yes, you know what I mean? Just make things together. And know it's because it's two different powers, right? Well, none of them don't have the power. The power belongs to His Majesty, who is God. So when I must know, acknowledge the truth and know says God ways to run everywhere and deal with this in that way. It can't be done in a different way because even if a man even fight with him outside, we don't fight the next time again. So it better now, it better be the last Armageddon, which is the last Armageddon. This is the Armageddon. Because consciousness, every man must fight for consciousness, this true. It's not no little, it's not really boxing. Everyone fight out. Now here come a Rastafari, who never knew about America, nor about Russia, to build up no nuclear thing for really have that kind of, you know, this Romanian guy. So it's man conscience, you know. Yeah, see, I love life. See? So I look out at the earth and I say, well, then I have to live forever. No, the only way I can live forever is to know God. And do what God said. And the man can't fight that. So when I look out and I see His Majesty, you know, and without him time and time to be like, He is God. So it's a life. It's a life, you know. It's not saying it's just a natural. It's not like a natural thing. I'm on this earth. I'm going to be a Rasta and I'm going to die tomorrow. And a Rasta man deal with life forever in this time.
How do you describe your music?
We describe our music as a road to consciousness, you know. So, regardless which label people might call it, we're satisfied with any label, but we call it music still, you know, revolutionary music.
Revolutionary in what respect?
Revolutionary in mind, you know, bring the reality of what has been hidden, from the wise and the prudent to the babe and the suckling.
Well, for instance, the film clip that we've got, or we had of Is This Love, everyone in that film clip seemed to be sort of so happy, and when you were making it.
Yeah, not the children.
Yeah, with the children and everyone. Everyone was smiling.
No need for the children to be sad, you know. They're innocent. Yeah. Right? All children innocent. So them should be happy. And I feel ahead for I is the unity of Africa. And then when the unity of Africa comes, then people will really understand, say, you know, there was something in this thing. There was something in it.
Do you think of yourself more as an African than a Jamaican?
Yeah, because one of the main things is that we are Rasta. From you accept Rasta, you become an Ethiopian, which is Africa. Next thing again, the history of Jamaica shows that the Arawak Indian was living there, and it belonged to the Arawak Indian. Now, our history shows that through slave business, black people come out of the Western thing, you know? So you still figure, say, Africa is a root, you know, and this is where we must return to.
What do you see as most of Africa's problems as far as uniting? I mean,
I see Africa's problem is that outside people keep on fatiguing the people, you know, and make them can't really get them things together. You know, if it's not this superpower, it's that superpower. But Africa is only a place which called the music exploit, you know. Nobody not really. Africa's so rich that it become a man who's going to Africa, steal out to a man, steal and carry back in country. And Africa still like, you know, go Africa ready.
Garvey used to say Africa for the Africans. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, Africa for Africans, a woman abroad, you know. So
will your home base though always be Jamaica, or someday would you like to live in Africa?
No, someday be in Africa. Yeah. Maybe we open a Jerusalem, you know what I mean? And then Bible land.